everyone. Today we are just going to have a look at the use case, another use case of dates in period. And for that we are going to calculate, to understand that we are going to calculate rolling average. Now before we proceed further, let me give you a little bit of idea of what rolling average is. Now you see here we have the total bill amount for entire 12 months by each month. What I mean is, for January this is the total bill amount, for February this is the total bill amount, and so on. Now if I ask you to give me the average for entire 2022, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sum this up all and divide it by 12, and that's the average. But what if I ask you to give me rolling 3 months average? What does that mean? That means if I'm asking you to, by March, if I'm asking you to give me rolling 3 months average, then that will be starting from January till March. If I ask you to give me the rolling 3 months average by September, which means you need to start from July and give me the average by September. So sum the bill amount of July, August and September and divide it by 3. Have a look on this average which I have calculated over here. Now if you notice the formula right over here, the cell reference start from C2 to C4 and then dividing it by 3. That's how you're getting the rolling average by March. Now if you move to April, you see this the shift in the cell address. Now it is starting from C3 and ending at C5. So that's how start and end keeps on shifting by 1 month when you take the rolling aggregation. So this is rolling average which I'm explaining you. Similarly, you can have rolling sum or any other rolling aggregation. I hope that the rolling average you are clear on that part. Now I'm going to take you to the Power BI and help you understand how you can create this. Now in Power BI, if you want to create this, the first thing is which you need to have the data. So here I have this data available in which you have one date column, then the bill amount, and then the customer ID. Now in two parts we are going to solve this problem. First one, we need to create a separate calendar table, right? So for that, what I'll do is I'll just create a new table, and that I'm going to name as date table. Let me name it as date table, right? And after that, to create that, what I need to use the function is, that is calendar. So here I need to provide start and end date. So I don't want to take a risk to make it fixed. So what I'll do is I'll take a reference from bill month from the bill data. So I'm going to say minimum of bill month, right, from the bill data. So what it's gonna do is bill data table. Inside the bill data table you have a column called bill month. Whatever the starting date is, that's it going to fetch over here, because that is minimum. Same thing I'm going to do for the end date. Over here I'll take max, and over here simply I'm going to say again bill month. Now the moment I do this and I close this, you're going to get a calendar over here. I mean whole date series over here, you see. Now all that I need to do is just change the date format. Currently it is showing in date time, which I don't require. Now I'll just change that to date format. If you require that in date time, keep that in date time. Next thing, I need to create a relationship between both of these two. So here I have this date table which I just created, and here I have the bill data. So I need to create the relation using the common field, which is here it is bill month and here it is date. So I'll just drag and drop on this. The moment I do this, in few seconds you'll see the relationship created. Okay, now that's almost done. I'm going to take you to a new page. Over here what I'll do is I'll create a matrix, right? And in the matrix, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first show you the sum of bill amount by each of the month, the way we had that in Excel. So for that, what I need to do is from here I'll take the date column. Okay, and in the date I don't require quarter, I don't require date. All that I require is year and month. That's something which I got over here. Right now I'll just expand this, and this is what I got. Right, next thing which I need to do is I need to take the sum of bill amount. Right, so here is bill amount. So now you see we got the bill amount. Next thing which we need to do is find the rolling average. How are we going to do that? So for that, just right click on this table name, click on new measure. Right, so let's just wait. Yeah, we got it over here. So now I'm going to say rolling average 3 months. Okay, Now I'm just going to take this function. I'm going to use the calculate function. Okay, I'll use calculate function. Let me make it a little bigger. And if I do this, it's gonna give me error because mistakenly I pressed enter where I should have to press shift enter. Okay, calculate. Now over here, what I need to do is what exactly that I want to do. I want to find the average. So to find the average, I need to take sum and divide by number of months. So for that, I'm going to do sum, and over here, now over here, what exactly that we need to do is sum the bill amount. This is done. Then I need to use the filter criteria. So for that, I'm going to use dates in period. Exactly, that's the function which we were learning over here, right? So that's in period, dates in period that I'm going to use, and it says provide the date column first. So that I'm going to use from the date table, right? So let's say date table, oops, date table, and from there I took the date column. Next it says give me the start date. How should I give me the start date? So I will start, because it is rolling 3-month average, which I'll keep going backward. Okay, so for that I'm going to start with December, and I'm going to keep it dynamic so that in data, if the month increases, by default it will take that, right? So for that I will use max, and in that date table, this is what I'm going to take, right? That is the thing. Now what is the number of interval that I need to provide? -3. Then the interval name should be month, because we are trying to find the 3-month rolling average. If you want, you can find quarter, year, etc., right? So that's how it works. Now this is done. Let me close this and close this. Okay, after this, what exactly that I need to do? I need to divide it by 3. All right, now let's see if there is something incorrect. Is it? No, I don't think so. It is showing me the error. Let me diagnose this, why the error is. Yeah, that's gone, right? So I'm dividing it by 3 because that had the because I need to find the rolling 3 months average, right? So this is done, this is created. And after this, what exactly that I will do is, here I have the rolling average, drag and drop over here. Now if you do so, see what's gonna happen over here. You see, now you got this average, right? You see over here. Now to validate that, let's go in Excel. At March, the average should be 82,154 or 55. You see, exactly that's what. Now if you're wondering how did we get rolling 3-month average over here, so what it is doing is it is summing the amount for this two and dividing it by 3. So divisor, it is always going to keep the same for month of January. For January also, you see it is giving you the average of 28, but this does not have a 3-month denominator, but still it is doing that. Okay, because it is always keeping the 3-month as denominator. Now there is one more thing which I want you to note is, if you want, you can choose a specific month also, right? How can you do that? So for that, you need to create a slicer, and in this slicer you can just put the date, and like in date, I select the slicer, I'll go slicer setting, and from here I'll change it to tile view. Now it is showing me all of the dates which I don't really require. So from here I'll make it date hierarchy, and from here I'll remove quarter and I'll remove day, which I don't require, and I just expand this, right? So currently you are seeing in the matrix, currently you are seeing all of the data. Now if you just select August, it is going to give you it is going to show you only for August. If you select November, it is going to show you November only. All right, so this is how you can use dates in period function to calculate the rolling average by n number of months. Hope it was easy to understand. Just let me know into the comment section if it was helpful for you or not, and in what context you use this, what sort of problem you solve this. Now there is one more challenge in whatever I just explained. There is one limitation that I'm going to keep with me as of now. Now you figure that out and put that into the comment section. If you get exactly the same limitation which I am thinking in my mind, I'm going to create another video on that, and that will explain the next part of this exercise. Until then, happy learning. Wish you very, very, very good luck. Thank you very much.